Hello everyone, my name is Caia, and this is part 2 of making my VTuber. It's not much of a part 2, just some updates on what I've learned and my thought process. Today I'll be going over 3 parts: the model, the rigging, and tutorials and hope. So first off, the model. The model I use came out completely different from what I started with. The model I started with looked like this, and it's cute. I think it's cute. I really like the eyes because I was going for like a rockly eyes look, which I think is really nice, but I was also going for a Ling Xiaoyu from Tekken with the outfit as well. I've also, you can see bear ears, but in reality I can see how you can maybe mistake them for like frog eyes because of the green. That was the problem, but I didn't want to like get rid of the bear theme. And when I tried putting a bear hat on her, I didn't really like the green bear look on it. It just didn't come out right, so I had to start thinking again. Plus, I actually started thinking I didn't really have a story for her, which, I mean, you don't really need a story for a VTuber, I guess, but when creating characters, I feel like having a story can really help you out more. So, my story for this character, first of all, her name is Juniper, like the tree. I wanted her to be based around like Chinese fantasy, also anything nature-like, also bears, of course. She has a bear friend. I don't have a name for him yet, but for his stories and abilities, I just say that he can split into 4 different tiny bears, and that's the thing with the chain thing hanging around his neck. That's the point of that. I even tried doing like little drawings of what world I would want them to be in, and seeing how the world can kind of change up their outfits, match their outfits. In the end, I went with this design. I think it's nice. I kind of do miss the other one with the eyes and whatnot, but I feel like this one's easier since I'm a beginner. And once my art style starts to change up more, like get better, I know it'll look better. But this is what I got for right now. Next up, the rigging. The rigging was kind of a pain. Of course it is, because I'm new to this. The easier one was the eye rigging. I thought that one was easier, like opening and closing the eyes. Most difficult part was the mouth, because it's so weird. Like the inside of the mouth kept on sticking out to the like lip parts, so I had to try and squish the inside of the mouth in so you wouldn't see it as much. I really want to give a thank you to this YouTuber called, I think you pronounce it Chupuko? I think that's how you pronounce it. She helps a lot. I'm actually just following her tutorials, along with some others which I'll mention in the like tutorials and help section. But I'll continue to rig this character and hopefully it'll come out nice. I do want it to look kind of like the natural VTuber movement, but I also kind of want it to look like, you know, like anime simple kind of movement as well. So that's why I haven't really added much movement, like the jiggle physics to the eyes or anything like that, because that's the look I'm trying to go for. And now last, I wanted to give a thanks to the tutorials. Of course, I mentioned Chupuko first. A thank you to them. I'm still following their tutorials and it's going well. They make it super easy. Of course, they have their speed up parts. My main problem with the tutorials is some of the sped up parts, but I can always just like slow it down in the YouTube section. It's just more of a problem if they completely cut it out, but I'm glad that she just speeds it up a bit. Makes it easier for me to continue to follow. Next, I want to give a thanks to, oh, this one's gonna be difficult, Caia Yorick, I think that's how you say it. They're helping me to kind of with some of the rigging with the emotions and stuff. I haven't gotten to that part yet, but the way this tutorial is looking, it seems pretty easy. I also wanted to give a thanks to Eiri Sanada. There was a point in time where I had messed up the mouth on my model, so I wanted to redraw it, and I thought I would mess everything up, but apparently all your rigging stays. You just have to import in a certain way. So I thank you. Bugbugh, I think that's how you pronounce it, is another one I want to give thanks to. It's kind of like the starting video I watched, and I mean, they were right. It's pretty easy to get this VTubing thing started. Just if you have the time and effort, you can really get things done. Especially with the live 2D, they have a lengthy trial period, so that's really helpful as well. Another thanks to Nicca Ch. They're another one I started watching from the beginning. I think the drawing they made is really cute. It also kind of inspired me with the little anime look. Also why I think I wanted to try and go for that kind of style instead of the regular kind. My main issue was that maybe I just wasn't paying attention hard enough, but I didn't know that like when I tried exporting from the Clip Studio Paint as a Photoshop document, it wasn't working. When I put it into Live 2D, it wasn't showing the later layers, but apparently I had to export it from, I had to make the Clip Studio photo unexported and then change that and save it as a clip, and then save it as a Photoshop document, and then import that Photoshop document unexported into the Live 2D, and that's how it worked for me. So that's the only thing. Maybe I wasn't paying attention all the way, I don't know, but that's all I've got for now, and hopefully I can continue to make this model look better or get better, see what happens in the future. I don't even know if I'm going to use it, but it's a fun thing to just keep me busy, I guess. If you have any tips or any help for me, I very much appreciate it, honestly, because I barely know what I'm doing. I'm just looking at tutorials and hoping I get it right. So I thank you, God bless you, and thank you for watching.